Indiana isn't used to film, everyone's really excited about it. They don't see a lot of productions, and they will bend over backwards for producers.
Absolutely.
And just make things happen that wouldn't normally be as friendly in different states.
You know, I'm from Indiana and from the Indianapolis area and everything, and I expected it to be a lot harder to get locations that we needed to. I thought that it would be take a lot more to get people to do some convincing to get them to let us film there in their spaces. You know, the city market, they are very welcoming to filming.
As soon as I went into the catacombs down under the Indianapolis market, like, I was just in love. It was like perfect location, like the look was fabulous, had like electricity, we didn't have to worry about that. Sound was great. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better location.
So everybody across the state's been very helpful. Gary is a hotbed for filmmaking. They have a very distinct landscape, and they're very close to Chicago, so they pull in a lot of crew from there. And they have their own film office. So that's a very well-oiled machine up there, and Ben Clement is fantastic.
We built our climatic sequence around this church that we knew about, the United Methodist Church in downtown Gary. And this is a beautiful building. It's now abandoned. So that was always on the top of our list. What's so great about Gary is we can go from that kind of great visual image to the lakeshore in a 20-minute drive.
Really, the locations we got to work with were absolutely beautiful, and the equipment we were working with, it was a real, movie experience. These locations were absolutely stellar. Even if, this was 10 years from now and I was an industry professional, I'd still be psyched to get to work in that abandoned church, or to get to go to Marquette Beach, which was just incredibly beautiful to get those shots on.
Both of us being Ball State grads,
Yeah.
It's fantastic to get back and work with students. And I think the process from there, we submitted a letter of support.
A support letter, yep.
And then from there, it was approved, and then we started kind of collaborating with Rod and Chris to kind of develop what the class was.
I think my positive experience would just generally be going back. This is my first time. I've been involved in larger films and such before, as grip and lighting and sound. I've just kind of been climbing my way up. But this is my first time as director. I'd never been able to shoot in Gary, and I had driven through and I knew kind of the feeling that it had up there, and I was like, perfect, post-apocalyptic, my stuff, great. That's hard to come by, and it's so genuine and so real.
This was the first time I've actually been in a film, both in the production side and the actually being in front of the camera. And I have learned how you manage 12 plus people and getting them all in one location and one stretch of time, and how managing that many different schedules is one of the hardest things you're ever going to be doing in the job of a producer.
I really want to thank the students. I think they worked really hard, and I think some of them had some tremendous challenges. I hope that they, saw a real benefit in the experience itself, and I'm forever grateful for just these marketing pieces that we can use now to hopefully bring some production here that hopefully will then, trickle down to an opportunity for them again to work on film in Indiana.
Yeah, I didn't really notice the pressure of what we were doing while we were on set. I mean, these films that we're making aren't for the fun of it. I mean, we're making films that are to be showcased to everyone and show that Indiana can be a hub for the film and hopefully the television industries.
I'm definitely very thankful for this opportunity, that Ball State has provided us with. And I'm very excited to share what we made.